How's it going, everyone? It's Matt again from Casually Crafted 3D, and of course, we have an orbiter out, so that means we're going to put some more weapons on it. So we have Weapon Pack G this time. I have 6 more weapons, I believe I made. But without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So we're going to start off with the arm weapons of the new pack. It's going to be the MAE-211 Sampu, the Boss Arsenal Sampu Burst Pistol. We already have this one from Bandai. It came with their Steel Haze, but I went ahead and made it anyways. If you couldn't tell, just from the images or anything that I've put out, this is basically going to be the Rusty pack, just all the different weapons that his ACs use. But here is the Sampu. Get a good look at it. This is the right-hand version with the charging handle on the one side, and then here is the left-hand version. Basically, just the differences on either side. But just because we've already gotten this one from Bandai, I'll go ahead and show what the differences are between the two. So here is Bandai's and here is mine. So comparable. But they do work with the hangers as always. The one that we got with Steel Haze, you can of course plug it in the exact same way you can with the official ones. They just plug in right like so. So you can put those on the hangers. And of course, ACs can hold them just fine. We put one in the orbiter's hand so you can see that. Just like so. So there's the first one, the Sampus. Alright, and arm weapon number 2 is going to be the ELPW00 Viento, the Elcano Viento Needle Pistol, or Needle Handgun. So here is the right-hand version. Here is the left-hand version. The difference is this kind of like latching, this latch mechanism here on the back is on one side and not the other. But they can be held in the hands, of course, just fine. That's kind of the point, but I will show. And then, of course, you can put them on the hangers with that little hole there, and they fit just fine, like so. So there's the Vientos. Alright, and arm weapon number 3 is going to be the first weapon that I've made from VCPL, or other people might not know this. It stands for Weiss and Cohen Plasma Laboratory. So this is the first one I've made from them, but this is going to be the VVC 774LS Laser Slicer. So obviously Rusty's iconic dual-bladed laser slicer weapon. This is the collapsed version with everything folded up. And of course, it can attach with this little plug right here onto any of the melee mounts for the melee weapons on any kit. Just plug it right in like so. But it can also, this pops off so you can rotate it. Here, I'll show that actually. Yeah, this is meant to be able to be freely rotated around. So specifically so you can rotate this like so, so that that plug is facing upwards, and then you can put it on any of the hangers. But of course, I made the other version too, the opened, expanded version. So here that is. I just used just some regular clear resin, so this will probably look a lot better when it's painted clear blue. But for now, I just have this as a stand-in. But here is the all opened part with the effect. And of course, this can still rotate there, so you can spin it however you want it to. And you can, of course, attach it with the same mounting point as the other one, so you can have the laser blade all deployed. And of course, we already have this from Bandai. We've already had their laser blade. So I'll go ahead and show what that looks what that looks like next to mine. So here's the old and the new. So it's like pretty much the same. I think I did a pretty good job of replicating it. And then of course here is the other laser blade and my laser blade. I actually went with more of a straight type of jagged blade over this kind of rounded bit, just because I kind of like the way that it looked. Feels more lasery to me than having it be in this kind of like Gundam-y beam shape. So my design preference, so I hope that you like that. But anyways, there is the laser blade. Alright, continuing on to the back weapons. The first of which we have another one from VCPL. This is the VVC 703PM, the plasma missile launcher. This is just the single pod version. So here I'll show the details with that one. And you can, of course, make the right or left-hand version just by swapping out this part here. So you just pull that part off, and then you can bring in the left-hand version and just pop that right on like that. So that is the only difference between the right and left-hand versions. So pretty easy to swap to whichever side that you want it on. There is a joint up here, which I just ended up gluing together at kind of a natural angle here, but that will be able to move. And then of course you can put this on any of the weapon mount posts like so, just like that. And then of course that can go on any of the ACs, but I also did make the little hatch here for the missiles to open, so you just simply pull that part off, and then you can bring the opened version and just slot it right into place, and then there it is with the little missile hatch open. And you can simply put that on any AC like so. So there is the single pod plasma missile launcher. Alright, so I also forgot to show, because we did actually already get this one from Bandai as well, I want to show the differences between the two. So obviously here's Bandai's and here's mine. You can see similarities and differences. Of course I dropped mine on the ground. So there we are. The only difference of course is Bandai's does not open and mine does. So I made it so that you can open up the missile pods. Well, that's it. Just wanted to show that. But the next weapon on the list is, of course, going to be the VVC 706 PM. This is just the dual pod version of the plasma missile launcher. So literally this one just has a different mount here that is angled to the side, so it has another one at a 45-degree angle, and the other one is raised up. So now it has two of these missile pods. But this is functionally the exact same thing as the previous weapon, just a little bit heavier, so you can put it right into any mount, of course, just like the other one, like so, and we can put that on any AC, of course, like that. And of course, because it is basically the exact same missile pod, you can just swap out the open bay doors on those as well, and there is an opposite side mount so that you can pull the pods off and put them on the other side if you wanted to make it on the other side of your AC. But yep, there is the dual pod plasma missile launcher. Alright, and last but certainly not least, the final weapon of the pack and the final back weapon of the pack. This is going to be the Elcano ELPW-01 Trueno, the needle missile launcher. Super iconic, extremely fast-firing, back-mounted missile launcher. So this is the collapsed version. I made it so that the mount bracket right here is on a little ball joint, So basically, you can plug it into either hole on either side, and then you can angle it because when it's actually in the collapsed mode, they're meant to be angled to the side like this to kind of look like wings. And then when they activate, that joint is supposed to kind of come down and then line back up so you can angle the barrels forwards. But this is the collapsed version. And of course, we can take this and we can mount it on any of the mounts, just on that little bracket right here. And we can put that on any AC like so. So there is on the orbiter in the collapsed mode. But of course, I also made the folded out mode, and this one it's going to share a bunch of parts with this one. The only difference in parts are actually going to be this little vent here has extended outwards, so it's a little bit longer, and then the barrel parts themselves are different because now of course they're pushed forwards and opened up. But it's also going to have a joint right here using some 1mm pin, 1mm rods rather, so that this can angle up and down depending on how you want that to be sitting. But yeah, and like I said, the little mount here is moved down in that little ball joint, so now it's even. And we can, same way, mounts the exact same way as the other one. We can put that on your AC like so. So there we have it. There we have the Trueno needle missile launchers. Really seems like I should be showing off something that I'm not. Weird. Oh, I feel a little sneeze coming on. Achoo! Oh man. Oh, oops. Sorry, you weren't supposed to see that yet. All right, and that's going to do it for Weapon Pack G. So, in summary, we have the Vientos, the Truenos, we have the Sampus. Back here we have the single pod plasma missile launcher and the dual pod plasma missile launcher, and then the laser slicer. So, of course, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. And of course, shout out to all my patrons. I posted over at the beginning of the video on the title card. Of course, they make all this possible and give me the will to keep doing this stuff. But of course, at the point of me posting this video, all of these parts are available in physical print in the links below to my shops. But also, if you have a 3D printer and you want to make them yourselves, the files are available on Patreon. So they'll be available for about a week, and then they will eventually be moved over to Colts, just because I like to give my patrons a little bit early access to that before they go full public. But if you are a Patreon member, then you already know that the Sampus back there, they are available for free members. So, of course, to get access to that, you just need to be a member on Patreon. You don't even need to be a paid member. Just go on there and subscribe to the Patreon, and you will get access to the free Sampus and a bunch of other free stuff that I make monthly for just the free people. But if you feel like supporting me over there, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. But obviously, I had a little slight tease there in the middle of the video about the Ortus. Yes, I am going to make just a standalone Ortus kit that's going to have all of the different weapons associated just with making the Steel Haze Ortus. So that will be coming out soon. I'll probably make just a standalone video on that. You have probably already seen by this point that I made the Alba frame, so it's a fully 3D printable standalone model. So keep an eye out for posts about that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this. I also, at the point of me posting this video, there is a poll up right now on Patreon. So I seriously suggest you go over there and vote, because we are selecting which model I will be making next. It's going to be one of the enemy kits. It's right now it's definitely looking like the HC or the Tetrapod is going to be winning. But if you want to go over there and cast your vote, I believe there are 4 more days left on that poll. So it's not too late, so you can go over there and you can help me decide what I'm making next. But of course, thank you for watching the video. If you like any of my stuff that I make, I've obviously this is pack G, so I've made quite a few of these weapon sets, and I've made a few models myself. So please go check those out. There's a playlist on my channel that you can see all the other stuff that I've made if you want to check any of that stuff out. And of course, check me out on my link tree below to follow me on all my socials, and check out my Patreon. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.